Hello and welcome. Namaste from New Delhi. You're watching DD India. I'm Gautam Roy. This is Express News, the show where we get you the day's top 100 developments from the country and the world in under 30 minutes. Here goes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated a year-long nationwide commemoration of the national song Vande Mataram, marking 150 years since its composition at an event held at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in Delhi. The PM also released a commemorative stamp and a coin to mark the occasion dedicated to Vande Mataram. The program marks the formal beginning of the nationwide celebration from the 7th of November this year to the next. Prime Minister Modi termed the song as an undying spirit of patriotism across the nation. He said the occasion would give us new inspiration and fill the people of our country with new energy. The celebrations at the Indira Gandhi Indoor Stadium in the national capital witnessed presentation of Vande Mataram by various renowned national artists. West Bengal's capital, Kolkata, marked 150 years of Vande Mataram with a special event at Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose International Airport. Officials, staff and passengers joined in to honour the song's legacy and its role in India's freedom struggle. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath joined a mass singing of Vande Mataram and took the Swadeshi pledge in Lucknow. He also visited the Cultural Department's exhibition marking 150th anniversary of the national song. Assamese Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma also attended a state-level mass singing of Vande Mataram at Janata Bhavan in Guwahati, celebrating the song's 150th anniversary. The event marks Assam's tribute to the historic national song. Rajasthan CM Bhajan Lal Sharma joined the state-level program celebrating 150 years of Vande Mataram amid patriotic chants and flag waving. The event, organised in just 3 days, showcased enthusiasm and devotion to the national song. The BJP organised a mass Vande Mataram singing event at Ranchi's Morabadi ground to mark 150 years of the national song. Leaders, workers and students joined in pledging self-reliance and promoting indigenous products. Gujarat Home Minister Harsh Sanghvi also attended the 150th anniversary celebration of Vande Mataram in Bhuj today. The event featured a grand flag hoisting ceremony followed by the soulful singing of Vande Mataram by participants. Indian sand artist Manas Kumar Sahu created a sand animation short film on 150 years of the iconic national song Vande Mataram. Sahu emphasized the cultural significance of the phrase Vande Mataram with his art. India's eastern state of Bihar witnessed successful first phase of polling on Thursday, recording a turnout of 64.66%, the highest in the state's history. However, this is not the final figure and it may increase further as well. The Election Commission said polling in Bihar concluded peacefully in a festive mood in 121 constituencies across 18 districts. Several prominent leaders were among the 1,314 candidates during Phase 1. India's Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal visited New Zealand's Te Puke kiwi fruit orchards along with his New Zealand counterpart Todd McClay. Both the leaders toured the orchards in the Bay of Plenty. Indonesia's ambassador to India, Ena H. Krishnamurthy, inaugurated a book exhibition at Bakul Library in Odisha's Bhubaneswar. She said India and Indonesia share a cultural relationship that goes back more than 2,000 years. On the Silver Jubilee of Uttarakhand's statehood, Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami inaugurated the state-level Janvan Mahotsav in Ramnagar. The event highlighted that wildlife conservation is an integral part of Devbhumi's cultural heritage. In Uttarakhand's Haldwani, Chief Minister Dhami inaugurated the Ex-Servicemen Conference on the state's Silver Jubilee. He announced housing assistance for Veer Naris up to 5 lakh rupees, ₹500,000 and plans to build a hostel for 150 children of soldiers. India is celebrating the birth anniversary of Nobel-winning physicist and a pioneer of light science C.V. Raman today. Sir Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman, born in Thiruvannaikaval near Tiruchirappalli in Tamil Nadu, he illuminated the world of physics. Flight operations at Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi were disrupted on Friday due to a technical issue in the air traffic control system, causing delays across multiple airlines including Air India, Indigo and SpiceJet. In Noida Sector 82 in Uttar Pradesh, the body of an unidentified woman has been recovered from a drain. Record of observation and post-mortem procedures are being arranged. 3 police teams have been formed to take the investigation forward. The 12th SBI Banking and Economics Conclave brought together leading voices in finance, policy and economics to discuss India's evolving banking landscape and macroeconomic outlook. At the conclave, RBI Governor Sanjay Manotra said a more evolved financial system is key for better allocation of resources, highlighting RBI's push to strengthen the role of banks in driving growth. The Navius Group has opened a new data center in London to support rising global AI demand. The firm founded and signed a $17.4 billion GPU capacity deal with Microsoft. The new London hub is powered by NVIDIA. Tesla shareholders have approved a mammoth pay package for Elon Musk, potentially worth up to $1 trillion, signaling strong backing as the company doubles down on AI and robotics. Over 75% of Tesla investors voted in favor of the proposal, securing Musk's stay for over 7 years and allowing his stake to rise from 12 to 25%, tied to Tesla's future performance in AI and self-driving tech. Indian equities rebounded on Friday, and at close, the BSE Sensex was down 94.73 points or 0.11% at 83,216.28. Similarly, the Nifty was also down 17.40 points or 0.07% at 25,492.3. Conversely, gold rose on Friday as the dollar slid. Spot gold was up 0.5% at 3,996.67 per ounce as of 5:37 GMT. US gold was up 0.3% at $4,004 per ounce. Also, spot silver firmed 1% to $48.46 per ounce, but was set for a weekly loss of 0.4%. The Indian rupee ended flat at 88.66 per dollar on Friday versus previous close of 88.62. US President Donald Trump on Thursday praised Prime Minister Narendra Modi, calling him a great man and a friend, while hinting that he may visit India next year. Speaking to reporters at the White House, Trump said his talks with PM Modi on trade relations were going great. Trump also hosted all 5 Central Asian leaders in Washington on Thursday for the first time, a few months after they held separate summits with Russia's Vladimir Putin and China's Xi Jinping. The summit with all the Central Asian leaders came as Washington seeks to expand its influence in a resource-rich region long dominated by Russia and increasingly courted by China. The American president said on Thursday that he had a great call with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu amid news that Kazakhstan is to join the Abraham Accords. In a post on Truth Social, Trump added that Uzbekistan plans to purchase and invest $35 billion in the next 3 years and more than $100 billion in the next 10 years too in some US sectors. Trump also announced that an international stabilization force for Gaza will be deployed very soon. Israel launched heavy airstrikes on southern Lebanon targeting Hezbollah positions it claims are being rebuilt in violation of the ceasefire. Nancy Pelosi, the first woman to serve as the powerful Speaker of the US House of Representatives, has announced her retirement. Following Pelosi's announcement, Donald Trump said that he was glad and said he thinks she was a tremendous liability for the country. Travelers across the United States are bracing for major flight disruptions as the federal government shutdown triggered widespread cancellations. The US military killed 3 men in a strike on a suspected drug vessel in international waters in the Caribbean on Thursday. South Korea's military said an unidentified missile was launched from an area in North Korea's northwest region near the Chinese border, and it was fired towards the sea to the east. The Japanese government also said that North Korea had fired what could be a ballistic missile, which fell outside of the island nation's exclusive economic zone. The United Nations Security Council lifted sanctions on Syrian President Ahmed al-Sharaa on Thursday ahead of his White House visit next week. Explosions were heard near the army-controlled Sudanese capital Khartoum on Friday, a day after the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces said they had agreed to a humanitarian truce. Sudan's paramilitary Rapid Support Forces and the Sudanese army have agreed upon several ceasefire proposals during the 2.5-year-old war, though none have succeeded. And across the Afghan-Pakistan border, cross-border fire killed 5 people and wounded 6 on Thursday, even as both the sides are holding ceasefire talks in Turkey to stop their recent deadly clashes. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres opened a gathering of world leaders in Belém, Brazil, ahead of COP30 climate summit by declaring that the world has failed to limit global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. The UN chief called the situation a moral failure and urged world leaders to slash fossil fuel emissions and protect nature. We're taking a quick break at this point. We'll be back with more on Express News. Keep watching DD India.
Tell us whether the British were really interested in religion, or was this all about politics?
The British wanted to know as much about it as they could. But what they got was not necessarily a truly accurate reflection of the lived reality. It doesn't matter what your religion is as long as the man is good.
I cannot not ask you about the Kerala story, that contentious, controversial movie.
It really was not just propaganda, it was just blatantly false.
Welcome back to watching Express News. Let's carry on. World leaders launched a fund on Thursday to save the world's forests at COP30 summit in Brazil, quickly raking in over $5 billion in pledges to reward tropical countries for not chopping down trees. Former Argentinian President Cristina Fernández de Kirchner went on trial on Thursday on charges of bribery tied to public works contracts awarded during her term. Swedish troops trained with their armoured vehicles in southern Sweden as part of an exercise aimed to prepare the unit's NATO deployment to Latvia in January. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecast a mixed weather pattern across India this week, marked by continued rainfall activity in southern regions and a significant drop in minimum temperatures across northern and central parts of the nation. According to the Met Department, heavy rainfall is expected at isolated places over Tamil Nadu, Puducherry and Karaikal, with the thunderstorms over Rayalaseema and south interior Karnataka. At least 5 people died in Vietnam after Typhoon Kalmegi pummeled coastal regions with destructive winds and heavy rain, said officials on Friday, following the storm's deadly passage through the Philippines, where it killed at least 188 people. The storm made landfall in central Vietnam late on Thursday, uprooting trees, damaging homes and triggering power outages before weakening as it moved inland. Now, as the year's deadliest typhoon sweeps into Vietnam after wreaking havoc in the Philippines earlier this week, scientists warn such extreme weather events can only become more frequent as global temperatures rise. Parts of Spain have been left submerged after fresh flooding struck Catalonia and the Balearic Islands. Heavy rainstorms left Catalan cities underwater, while several airports in the region were forced to close due to lightning strikes and strong winds after dangerous weather battered the area. In pitch black Amsterdam, French artist James Coromina and his art assistant installed the first of two artworks in the city's canals to highlight global climate change issues on Thursday. A bear was spotted near an art museum in Senboku, Japan on Wednesday, captured by a security camera. The museum was closed and no injuries were reported. A baby hippopotamus at Berlin Zoo delighted visitors on Thursday as it paddled energetically after its mother in the lagoon, marking its first aquatic adventure earlier this week. On the outskirts of Mogadishu, camels are confined to pens and fed hay, a result of climate change's impact on Somalia's farming. Droughts and floods have devastated livelihoods, threatening survival in a country with minimal global emissions impact. In Bad Tolz, Germany, dozens of horse-drawn carriages and attendees in traditional Bavarian attire took part in the Leonardi procession honoring Saint Leonard, patron of farmers and livestock. In Geneva, stunning diamonds and a historic brooch linked to Napoleon worth millions will be auctioned next week as part of Sotheby's Royal and Noble Jewel sale, attracting global collectors. Morocco is celebrating the 50th anniversary of the Green March in Laayoune, Western Sahara, marking the 1975 takeover of the disputed territory with large festivities. At Jakarta Fashion Week, Indonesian designers showcased their latest collections featuring long skirts, capes and head scarves. The event, organized by Indonesia's Trade Ministry, highlights the country's growing fashion industry. The Ede people of Vietnam preserve their culture through brocade weaving, where each pattern symbolizes harmony between earth, fire and life. This tradition endures, reflecting the strength of Ede women and maintaining symbolic patterns in Vietnamese costumes to this day. Tea has become a daily tradition for all generations in Vietnam. Now sold in over 60 countries, including Japan, where it's available in more than 200 Asia Foods stores, Vietnamese tea continues to grow in popularity. A 9-year-old from Mongolia has inspired others with 4 notebooks filled with neatly written and illustrated reading notes. A 3rd grade student from Zamud, Dornogovi, he's been summarizing and drawing every passage since the 2nd grade. Excavations at the ancient Roman pool in Nigdebor district, Turkey, reveal it was a healing center, not just a water supply source. Artifacts like snake-figured altars confirmed its role as both a therapeutic site and a temple from the 2nd century AD. Hollywood actor Robert De Niro received Rome's prestigious She-Wolf Award at a private ceremony at City Hall, honoring his exceptional career and close ties to Italy. Fans cheered outside, celebrating the Oscar winner's connection to the Eternal City. Indonesia's ambassador to India, Ina H. Krishnamurthy, inaugurated the book exhibition at Bhubaneswar's Bakul Library, highlighting the 2,000-year cultural ties and academic exchange between India and Indonesia. On Uttarakhand Silver Jubilee, CM Pushkar Singh Dhami inaugurated the state-level Janman Mahotsav Festival in Ramnagar, promoting wildlife conservation, environmental awareness and sustainable living. Now from the entertainment world, we have updates where OTT hit Stranger Things premiered its 5th and final season at the TCL Chinese Theatre on Hollywood Boulevard. The show is about a group of friends in 1980s Hawkins, Indiana, who face supernatural horrors from the upside down. As Stranger Things ends, actress Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven, expressed sadness, calling her last call sheet and premiere the end of an unforgettable chapter. Warner Brothers is reviving the Gremlins franchise with Gremlins 3, set for a worldwide theatrical release on the 19th of November 2027, with acclaimed American filmmaker Steven Spielberg producing the film. The Women in Film Annual Gala, held Thursday at the Beverly Hilton and themed Unity, celebrated stories which champion equity, sustainability and inclusivity in the entertainment industry. American actress Jamie Lee Curtis headlined the 2025 WIF Gala, where she was presented the Jane Fonda Humanitarian Award by Fonda herself. Kirsten Wiig, star and executive producer of the OTT series Palm Royale, was honoured with the Icon Award for her contributions as a storyteller shaping generations and the cultural landscape. German star Diane Kruger on Thursday inaugurated the Christmas window displays at Paris's iconic Printemps department store, showcasing a festive New York-themed spectacle featuring dog puppets in lively holiday scenes. The highly anticipated video game Grand Theft Auto 6 by Rockstar Games has been delayed again and is now scheduled for release 6 months after its originally planned May 2026 date. The first song from the Telugu film Peddi, starring Ram Charan and Janhvi Kapoor, is finally out. Titled Chikiri Chikiri, the song has been unveiled, adding to the growing excitement surrounding the film. Veteran playback singer and actress Sulakshana Pandit passed away at the age of 71 on Thursday evening after a prolonged illness. Her final rites will be performed on Friday at the Pavan Hans crematorium in Mumbai. Sports now in hockey. India celebrated 100 years of Indian hockey with nationwide events led by a major ceremony at New Delhi's Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium on Friday. Hockey India went all out to celebrate the momentous occasion in the presence of legends of Indian hockey, current men's and women's team players and the Sports Minister of India. An exhibition match was also organized between the Sports Ministers 11 and Hockey India 11. In a first, active Indian hockey players were divided between the two teams for a mixed hockey match. World Cup winning women's cricket team members Amanjot Kaur and Harleen Deol were welcomed with sweets and beats of the dhol by their families as they landed at their home base on Friday. India's World Cup winning star Richa Ghosh received a rousing welcome as she returned home to Siliguri on Friday. South Africa beat Pakistan by 8 wickets in the second one-day international at Faisalabad on Thursday. With an unassailable 2-1 lead, Team India will look to finish the tour of Australia with authority when the two sides clash in the fifth and final T20 International in Brisbane on Saturday. Former skipper Kane Williamson missed out from the squad as New Zealand announced their ODI squad for the three-match series against West Indies at home starting the 16th of this month. In the FIDE Chess World Cup, Grandmaster Vidit Gujarati came out triumphant against 12-year-old Oro Faustino of Argentina to reach the third round on Thursday. Grandmaster R. Pragnananda also made it to round 3 after a fighting battle against a young Uzbekistan-born Australian, Taimur. India's para-archer Sheetal Devi has achieved another milestone after she was selected in the able-bodied junior team for the upcoming Asia Cup Stage 3 in Jeddah in December this year. In tennis, Serbia's Novak Djokovic claimed the 200th indoor win of his career to reach the Athens Open semi-finals on Thursday. Arina Sabalenka roared back from a slow start to beat Coco Gauff 7-6, 6-2 and clinch a semi-final spot at the season-ending WTA Finals on Thursday. Olympian Philippe Goldberg of Belgium has been appointed as head coach of Surma Hockey Club ahead of the second season of Hockey India League. And Manchester United boss Ruben Amorim has responded to stinging criticism from club great Cristiano Ronaldo by urging fans and pundits alike to look forward rather than dwell on the past. And you can look forward to all the updates right here on DD India. Do stay tuned.